Hello folks and welcome to Battle Brothers once again. With the new DLCs that just come out, the Wars in the North adds a human faction of Northern Barbarians with their own fighting style and equipment, and different starting scenarios for your company, new Nordic and Rust-inspired equipment, as well as new contracts and events. But of course, I have not played Battle Brothers in quite some time, so there's actually all the DLCs new for me. The Lindward, new Beast, new Famed Armor set. I never played with Beats and Exploration as well, which adds a new beast roaming the wilds, new crafting systems to create items from trophies, legendary locations with unique rewards to discover, new contracts and events, etc. I never really played that one either, so I'm playing... Basically, this is my first Battle Brothers real playthrough since I did my last one on channel, which was quite a while ago. So now we have all these company origins. We can go for rebuilding a company, we can go a new company. So this is like the start I did before, the guided start, and then I believe this is just a new start with no guide. Just start in the world with your faction. 3 experienced mercenaries. Peasant Militia is one of the new scenarios. I think one of the new fun things for War of the North is the new study scenarios system. So you can start off with the Peasant Militia. Starts off as a ragtag militia made up of anyone brave or desperate enough to volunteer for defending their homes, but has grown into a small army. An army needs to be fed each day. Perhaps the militia's services could be rented out. Basically, you start off with 12 poorly equipped peasants, and you can take up to 16 men into battle rather than 12, and you can have up to 25 in your roster. But you can never hire anyone that isn't a low-born peasant. Knights and stuff will not work for a peasant militia. You can have a band of poachers. For years, you've been making a decent living by poaching the local woods, evading your lord's men by being quick on your feet, but pickings have become slimmer and slimmer, and you face with a decision: how to make a living when all you know is how to use the bow. So you start with three woodsmen who move faster and always get scouting reports for enemies near you, but you can carry less items in your company's inventory. You have the Beast Slayers. You and your men make your living by hunting down the many beasts that beset villages on the fringes of civilization. It's dangerous work, but it pays well enough. There's always a bigger beast to slay and more crowns to earn. You start off with 3 Beast Slayers and decent equipment, as well as some beast trophies, so you can sell those away if you want to. I'm assuming there's also crafting, right? Crafting from trophies, so maybe you can craft as well. Who knows? You get expert trackers. You can see tracks from further away. Each beast you slay has a 25% chance to drop an additional trophy, and most people don't like you, so you get 10% worse prices, which isn't great. The trading caravan. You're running a small trading caravan and have most of your crowns invested into trading goods, but the roads have become dangerous. Brigands and greenskins lay in ambush, and there's rumors of even worse things out there. So you start off with 2 caravan hands in your employ. You get 10% better prices for buying and selling. And you start with no renown at all and gain your renown at half the normal rate because you're not a warrior. You're not a warrior, you're a trading caravan. Deserters. For too long you have been dragged from one bloody battle to another at the whim of lords sitting in high towers. Last night you absconded from camp with 3 others. You're dressed like soldiers still, but you're deserters, and the noose will be your end if you stay here for too long. You start with 3 deserters in decent armor, but lower funds in a noble house that's ready to hunt you down. First to run. Your men are always the first to act in the very first round of combat. That's pretty decent. That's cool. The very first round of combat, you get to basically move, guaranteed move. Davkul cultists. Davkul awaits. You lead a small flock devoted to the Elder God, and it's time to spread the word. Find more followers, acquire riches, and please Dagful with sacrifices. You start off with a group of 4 cultists with poor equipment. More cultists may flock to you for free. Davkul will occasionally demand sacrifices from you, but also bestows boons upon those loyal to him. No idea how that will go. To be honest, not a clue how that goes. And Northern Raiders. For all your adult life, you have been raiding and pillaging in these lands, but with the local peasantry poor as mice, you may want to finally expand into the profitable field of mercenary work. That is, if your potential employers are willing to forgive your past transgressions. You start off with 3 experienced barbarians. However, you are barbarians and who've been raiding them, so most of the people you are near does like you started with bad relations to most human factions. I think the way that works out from what I tested was that the human faction furthest from your start hasn't heard of you, so you're at least tolerated by them. And you have a higher chance to get any items from slain enemies as loot. And of course the Lone Wolf, which a lot of people have been talking about, is the Hedge Knight start. You've been travelling alone for a long time, taking part in tourneys and sparring with young nobles. A Hedge Knight tall as a tree, you've never needed anybody for long. Is it true still? You start off with a single experienced Hedge Knight and great equipment, but low funds. You can never have more than 12 men in your roster because you are the elite few, and if your Hedge Knight dies, the campaign ends. Which is of course what we're going to go for. At least for this trial video. If you have other options, maybe that turns up eventually. What are we going to have? We are going to be the Knights of Nautilus. let's resurrect an old name for this with a nice flag. It's a sea beast as much as any, so that can probably work. That'll probably work all right. Is there anything more sea beasty out there? Sea dragon. That works. I like that sea beast, to be honest. I think I'll go for the sea beast. Yeah, you. Hi. Next. Right. I haven't played Battle Brothers in a long time. I'm going to go for veteran, though. Because it's going to be difficult and balanced medium funds. I'm not going to Iron Man mode just because I'm recording. I'll play the honorable Iron Man mode. I will play Iron Man mode. I'm just not gonna do that. I'm just not gonna do the thing because if there's always a crash, there's always something, and there's nothing that annoys me more than having wasted footage. Nothing that annoys me more than having wasted footage. Genuinely, it's quite despairing to have wasted footage. You walk the stands of a jousting arena. Moldy fruits and vegetables litter the floor. Dried blood freckles the seats, and silence fills the air. When you sit, the wood of the place seems to groan in unison, as though discomfited by the haunt of a rare visitor. In your hands is a note, looking for hardy men, knowledge of the sword preferred but all welcome. It is an old note, its purpose long since served, but what draws your eye is a price offered to the task, more crowns than you could muster in 5 tournaments. If this is the coin to be earned, then to hell with the joust and the sparring. But you're not one to suit up for some other captain's orders. With all that you've earned over the years, you can imagine you could start your own mercenary band just fine. And that's what I'll do. Right, so we start off alone. Kunal the Lone Wolf? No, we are. We are Nemo the Nautilus. You're the Knights of Nautilus. Just knew you're working for me. Move you down to one in the middle. I have not got that swarthy beard. I've got a bit of a stubble going on at the moment, but not that swarthy beard. Need a shave. But we start off with bassinet with mail. We start off with sellsword's armor. We start off with a longsword, a two-handed sword, a proper longsword, not longswords in the anyways one-handed. No, a proper longsword is a two-handed, really huge beast of a weapon. We are a hedge knight. We are a player character, so you have plus into our resolve. This is your player character. In other words, yourself. If he dies, your campaign ends. You can dismiss him, and if he'll never desert you. Determined. You'll start combat in confident morale permitted by mood. We're kind of content, because we're kind of exactly so a bit basic. We have 3 levels up, so we can put levels up, put our basic attack up, we're going to put our fatigue up, and we're going to put our melee defense up. I don't have resolve much, because the resolve is not really a problem with you, is it? We'll never desert. It's got pretty good resolve. So I'm actually going to say, yep, more melee attack, because I need to be able to hit things in combat, or we're going to be in serious trouble. Hang on, can I cancel that? It's always the same roll. It's always the same roll, fair enough. Alright, so we got some melee attack. Wish that was a bit higher, to be honest. Maximum fatigue needs to be really high, because we've got a lot of heavy armor. I mean, our fatigue at the moment is 64, which is not great. We've got 3 perks to spend. We're going to get 9 lives, because if we die, it's all over. So we've got to survive a killing blow. I'm going to grab Colossus as well, because it gives me increased hit points, so more chance to stay alive. And also, if I get hit, there's a reduced chance for me to get debilitating injuries. I'm also going to get the Brawny perk that lets me reduce the fatigue and initiative penalty from my armor and helmet, because that's currently 64. That's going to go up to 76. I need as much fatigue as I can, because that costs 15, that costs 30, that costs 30, that costs 20. It's crazy. It's really, 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 really... It takes 12 damage to shields. 12? Have they changed the amount of damage shields can take? That's weird. That's weird. Right. We got some food. Spell in 12 days, but I'm by myself. That'll last me forever. And I got some bandages for healing up. That'll last me 25 days worth of food. So what's the world like at the moment? Let's see. Let's look at ourselves. We are kind of on the eastern side of the world. We have House Gotta, Knife in the Dark. Have House Niedergard. While we breath, we hope. Religious cult that teaches compassion towards their own, but turns them zealous and forgiving towards their foes. Okay, we got the zealous. That's Niedergard is the zealous fools. House of Rumbold, judge not. Most members of the House of Rumbold live secluded behind thick doors and barred windows, for some of them have not been seen for years. Rumor has it that the noble blood is plagued with madness and insanity, but no ordinary man dares to utter such claims in fear of their vengeance. Other noble houses mainly avoid contact to House Rumbold, and as guests may be greeted with open arms as well as crossbow bolts. House Gotha is hated by many but feared by even more. Small but big uprisings have been put down with fire and sword, and the Gotha henchmen are known to have eyes in every shady corner and every wall. Okay, so no one's particularly nice. We have the religious zealots, we have the backstabby people, and we have the potentially insane people. Right, anyway. So we are near Adlerfest, which is, of course, it's a big... hang on, there you go. Adlerfest, there we go. So it's a big town. We can't have any contracts in towns because we're not allied to the local guard anyway. But we can see what's around here. Tavern? Yeah, pay rent for the men. It's just me. It's just me. Marketplace. Again, don't really need a lot right now. I'm by myself at the moment. Also, I have not got much money. I kind of don't pay anyone because I don't pay myself. All this money is actually mine, so there's no point in paying myself. Weaponsmith. What do we have here? Weapons I don't recognize. A great sword. Would be lovely. Would definitely say yes to that, but it'll do. Because what's the current? Current at the moment is 65 to 85. With our own strength, that raises up to 85, 105. Right? That's our... okay. So we have here, we have longsword. So longsword is 65 to 85, that's 85 to 100. Shield damage of 16 shield damage. How much health does shield damage actually have? Because it used to be more than that, right? Shield damage of 12, because the same shield damage as Axe does. Battle Whip. Insignificant, very effective against armor. Has a huge long range though. And inflicts bleeding wounds. An arming sword. Fighting spear, bill hook, pole hammer, a war brand, a two-handed mallet. We have an armorer as well. Let's have a look. What is shield health usually like these days? 24. Okay, so his shield health is okay. That makes sense. So I can. It's most shields in 2 hits, big shields in 4 hits, a buckler in 2 hits as well. Red paint, you can now paint your gear as well, which is kind of cool. Mail patch. A large patch of mail that can be added to any armor. Right click and drag the armor. Oh, okay. That's kind of cool. We have a bar boot helmet. We have the closed flat top helmets. I'm not going to get anything else right now. What I need is essentially bodies. I need bodies. Bodies of men. Right, so we have 900 to spend. You can afford Meinrad is a grave digger. You spend money to try it. So you are club-footed, but you are strong. So okay, that kind of cancels. You know, I'll grab that. That is not worth the money. The tryout's actually very expensive. So I think early game it might not be worth doing tryouts. Bernhard is a labourer, detailer. We'll just hire you out. And you are a disowned noble. Would be nice to have you on time. You're still level 1 though, which is a bit of a shame. A sellsword. Grimold Hans. Hans is a rat catcher. You know what, Hans? Let's have you as well. Okay, let's see. Who do we have here? We have Hans is a catcher, so Hans needs a weapon. Bernard needs a weapon. And everyone needs weapons. Okay, we all need weapons and armor, basically. You're all in rags. What an auspicious start to my career. Right, so let's quickly get some very cheap, very basic stuff, which I can afford none of. I can afford none of this. None of this! I should have thought ahead a bit more. Someone's going to get a sword, I think. That's going to be it. And still, I can't really afford stuff, can I? No, I can't even afford stuff. Great. Nemo, you coastal idiot. Who's got the best? You at least have potential for combat, Meinrad, so get that. You got double grip on that sword, so you do more damage. You could take a knife, and you're gonna have a net that you can basically use that. Fear of the Undead, Night Owl, Rat Catcher, Hesitant, Team Player. Nice. Well, we can barely afford to keep people alive. So where's the closest town? Durbach is over there. Let's get a job. We need to get paid immediately. Immediately need to get paid. Right. Contract available for some mercenaries. Raymond the councilman welcomes you to his room and pours you a mug of water, hands you over with the steepest smile. So let's see. You need to go to a place with the last rest and just retrieve a relic by the name of the Seal of the False King. What's the pay? I need to be paid in advance. No way. Fine. I'll accept your offer. I need to get paid. Where is it? Over there. Okay. Rush it. This is probably going to end me dying. Like, I've done a couple of tests of Hedge Knight, and it's down to whether the Hedge Knight hits. If the Hedge Knight doesn't hit, like if the Hedge Knight does what it did last time and misses 3 70% hits in a row, it's goals. It's also Ancient Auxiliaries, of course it is. Which means the rest of my tube is going to be useless. Okay. What's the range of the net? Okay. Let them come to us. Okay, come on. Me. Also going to wait on that. Okay. Have you got range on that? You do have range on that. Okay. Because once you throw the net, you are going to be running the hell away, aren't you? Kind of want to fall back, but at the same time I don't want to fall back because we're on raised ground right now. We're on raised ground now, so do I want to just... You know what, I'm going to throw the net. So what do you got with? Battle Forge, Armed with a Shield. Okay, we're going to just throw it on you, and you can run away. Do we start getting closer? That was unexpected. Okay, so a backstab requires additional... Okay, so you did a lot of damage there. You can get over there quickly and... No, you can't. Ugh, I was an idiot. Of course, I've got a heavy weapon. Move around this way. Okay, so do have morale problems. Noted. Right, I'm going to swing now. Swing hits the next 3 times clockwise. So if I hit here, it'll hit these 3. Wham! Thank you for actually hitting that. That might actually go well for us now. You're going to go up there. You can't punch if you go up there. You're going to head up there. You can get 1 hit in. Good. Getting 1 hit in there. This backstab requires you to... That. Hang on, I got a phone call coming in now. It's really inconvenient. 1 second. There you go. There you go. That's a nice end to that thing. Some people got hurt. Damage received over 100 armor damage, but no one really got wounded though, so that's fantastic. We got plenty of extra... Good. That's what we want. We want that, and we want stuff I can sell after... Actually, say someone says stuff I can sell. Frankly... At the moment, you can use it as a weapon because there's nothing else for you to use at the moment. You took a look at the seal for the False King and at the men who had attacked you over it, or at least you think they attacked you over it. The enemy lieutenant seemed to have said something, but you can't remember what it was. Oh well. Time to head back and get paid. First thing, right? Our net's single-use item. Oh my god, really? Take the shield. Take a shield and take the Falx. It's not great, but hey, it's something. It'll have to do for now. Maybe we can sell it and get some more stuff in town. Same thing for you. And ancient household helmets. Honestly, start putting them on your heads. I know you're using undead gear, but frankly, any little bit helps. Any little bit will help right now. Unpause. What's that? It's spacebar 1 and 2. Okay. Let's go to 1. Okay, need a repair. We need some repairing tools. We need more repairing tools. Thankfully, we do not require any healing. But welcome back to Durbach. Yay, we now gained 310 crowns. For the love of God, I need to end the day here. A cowl-shaded man hisses at you, his teeth and nose winking momentarily from the dark of his hood. You've no time for lepers or jokers and demand the man to get out of your way. Instead he starts talking. My master requires your services. He's heard of your exploits. Follow me and I shall take you to him. You rest your hands on the handle of your sword and nod. Leonhard the Younger is looking for a poorly drawn map. He's looking at a poorly drawn map, and then looks up at you as you're the one responsible for making it. Look, mercenary. I'm a hedge knight. This is a strange thing to task you with, but you seem to have a good head on your soldiers. See this dark spot here? Would you be willing to venture that way and try to find the Monument of Hopefulness? It is somewhere at or around the region of Misty Barrows. For the right price, we'll find it. Want to pay more? Fine. Right, let's wait until morning, though. While the Knights of Nautilus readies their trip to find the Monument of Hopelessness, a man saddles up next to you and leaves you a note and departs without saying a word. He leaves the monument to the Hopelessness be. If you find it, talk to us. Our crowns for your silence. The rulers of Durbach need not know nothing. Think about it. So where is it supposed to be? Misty Barrows, Ancient Knolls, Old Oak Meadows, Vinland to the east. All the way over there. Right, we have to wait till the morning anyway, so wait till morning. Camp. During camp, it falls to you, Commander, to see that the company succeeds not just in the battlefield but also in fame and riches. And so you spend evenings pondering about a bigger plan for the Knights of Nautilus in your tent while the men talk and laugh around the fire. You're never going to become a legend simply by chasing brigands and doing small-time contracts. What do you proclaim to the men the company will set out to do? Company strength back to a dozen men? Well, a dozen men is literally as far as we'll go. And I don't think I can actually take 12 men at the moment. I can't afford it. So we're going to go for a bond of friendship. Right, morning. Right. Hi. Marketplace. Hang on, let me just quickly strip all of your gear. I know I just gave it to you, but I'm just take it out for now because I want to do some price comparisons here. I know I kind of repaired them as well, didn't I? Yes, because I'm a fool. I'm a fool of a took. Right. So hang on. So if I compare a Falx to like a regular, like, oh, is it a regular cleaver? Like there isn't anything else here. Well, I can sell all this bunch. I'll keep the shields. Because that seems useful. I'll buy a couple of spears, I think, because spears are always nice. Okay, so we sell. Buy a couple of spears. Do you want to get a ranged fool as well? A ranged fool? Buy some grain. I can't buy tools as well either, so this is going to be a fun experiment for everyone involved. I can sell one shield. Right. Yeah, so you can get that. You have team players, so you're going to grab that, and just go lie in the back of it. And you have a sword. You honestly take a shield and a spear, because that might just be the better way of doing it. Right. I can pay 5 more days. Good. Right, run to Misty Barrows quick now. Go, 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 go. Rush. Run it. Run. Run for it. You sight the monument of hopelessness in the glass of your scope and mark it on your maps. Easy enough. Time to return to Leonhard the Younger. No idea what's in here? Fair enough. If I don't need to attack the damn thing, I won't attack the damn thing. I can't afford like combat at the moment, so if I can afford to get around without combat, I'll get away without combat. Entering Durbach, you're headed up by a familiar face, the man who greeted you before. 430 crowns for your silence. Tell the rulers of this town absolutely nothing, and it's yours. They need not know about our deal. They just need to not know where this place is. It's important to us with history beyond measure, and all they'll do is raid and pillage it. Please accept. Yes! Why get paid only once when you can get paid twice? I'm a greedy guy. Like, the Hedge Knight specifically is out to make money. You tell the land you keep the location of your home a secret. While he celebrates, you go and tell Lena the Younger where the hopelessness is. Getting paid by both sides make for a pretty sweet gig. Catching hate from both, not so much. But what did he expect in dealing with a sellsword? Pretty much. Wolfenstein, let's move on. You're chasing me down. No, you're not hostile to me, so you should not be chasing me down. We'll move on to the next town. No, this is a proper big town as well. So, right. So we got food for 3 days. Okay, I guess I want some that. I'm gonna have to get some ammo as well. And oh god, heating supplies are expensive as all hell here, aren't they? Yes, they are. Everything was expensive as all hell here. Okay, we're moving on to the next town. Because you haven't got anything for us. Anything here? Weaponsmith, Tavern, Armorer. No, we're good. We are good. Unless you can get something very simple and basic here. Probably in the marketplace. Sackcloths. We can get linen tunics, padded surcoats. Thick tunics. Honestly... Okay, wrong one. Oh, never mind. One in the back can get that, so... Here you have some leather. So you at least look like you're vaguely proper. I'll name them once you know we can stay alive for a little bit longer. Besides, again, depending how this goes, this might not actually be the season, the show. The series might be on a different start. Because I also like the idea of beast hunters. This is just for the Nemo tries out the new DLC. Witch burnings, a fiery spectacle. Witch burnings attract spectators, and spectators attract food stands. Then there's meant to be a number of witch hunters in town. There is. Background witch hunter. There's 2 of them for sale. For hire, at least. Hasso of Dreyfelden offers some bread and beer, and seems happy to avail himself. After some small talk on how you like Dreyfelden, he gets to the point. Okay. Clear the wheat fields outside Dreyfelden of any... Sounds easy enough. 40 crowns in advance, can you get paid a little bit more? Fine, 160. Fine, it'll have to do. It'll have to do, let's go deal with that. Brigands, just as you expected. Not only are they wheat fields, they don't have particular 2 craps about how open they are. Right, some brigand thugs and a few war dogs. You have 4 people. They've got 7. Oh, that makes my life a lot easier. Can you kill the dogs, please? Can we hit the dogs, please? Thank you. 10% chance to... Really? 10% chance to hit? Well done. At least you managed to hit that. Unfortunately, I can't want Nemo to get up on top of this place. I'm sure that's going to be possible. Oh, for God's sake, Nemo, hit the damn target, please. Okay. Spear wall up. So just you can't really stay up ready, just spear wall up. They're all waiting, which means our guy gets to shoot out with another arrow. Oh, dead! Can you get up there? You can get up there. None of you seem to have shields either, so we're going to get up there to get the height advantage. Nice. Nice. Right, so we haven't got, because it's 6 AP to just single hit. Right, okay, we start again. You. Shot, arrow. Get 2 shots, don't you? Okay, you're gonna come down over here. Deads. Move forward 1. Out. Good. Ah. It's unfortunate. Right, we get to just split now. Split. Beautiful. That's what want to happen every time. The enemy retreats, run them down. That'll do. Sorry, Hans. You killed 2 people, though. That's very good. But didn't quite work out for you. Still means we got some rewards to go for here. Back to Dreyfelden. Back to Dreyfelden. Back to Dreyfelden. News! You tell them the hair has been cleared out. A man swigs the rest of the drink in one go and sets the cup down. Good, good. Right. So let's see about re-outfitting some of the people here. You have a rugged surcoat, which is better than this then. Yank. You're going to get... No, spears are still pretty good. You get to have level up. You get to have that. That. I always do this, this, and this, frankly. Every single time I do resolve, maximum fatigue, and melee skills. It's what I tend to prioritize. You're going to go straight up... Because if you're a frontliner, I kind of want you to go into Colossus. Bernhard... Before I level you up, I'm going to see who else I'm going to hire up, because maybe if they're a little bit better at ranged, they can go into ranged. Same thing. Before I level you up, I want at least one more body with me. So we have a rat catcher, another day tailor, and a. So we're going to get a day tailor. Hire you up. On the off chance that maybe you're good at... Yeah, you see, you're at least trained in range skill. At least you're going to get a little bit more range skill. So I'm okay with that. You're going to drop those off. You get the leather tunic. You get a... Maybe plus 15. That. Then you can level up in melee combat. Right, and your perks again, you're going to go frontlining, so you're going to be Colossusing, I think. You in the back, Ralph. Or as Ralph is currently your name, it might change in the future. Matt. That's fine, and Dandy. And yeah, you don't get leveled up yet, but you will be putting points into that. Leave. Out of money again, because of course we are. Sell. Sell all that. How are you for food? 3 days of food. Any more missions here? No, they're not. Next town over. Windfest. As you approach, the builders thank you for getting them to wheat fields and safe and sound, then they turn to begin the work, spreading out amongst the location, turning their hands to the tools are about them. The snicker-snacker and snoring of snoring haw of hammers and saws echo behind you as you leave to return to the Hasso of Drafen. That should have happened before. Windfest is a town. I want to go to Burkhaven. Let's go to Burkhaven. Hang on. Wait, what? I'm confused. What happened before? Now I'm gonna have to rewatch that because I'm not entirely sure what happened there. I'm confused. I'm very confused. What actually happened there? I'll have to rewatch the episode, I think. Because I completely missed what happened there. Completely. Like, it wasn't even close. I completely missed what happened there. First Windfest Company. Walheim. Brachenwacht. Trogen. Jadeberg or Jadeberg. Grimstadt. Tallenweiler. Assenstadt. I'm just making up pronunciations now. Ruins. So you probably have some. If you've got ruins, you probably yeah, you have public executions. Taverns, marketplaces, harbours. What do you have here? Contact available. Dietmar the Wise is standing by his window, peering out while nursing a mug of mead. He doesn't really seem to be focused on anything in particular, and even talks as if he couldn't care less about the conversation. Grave robbers plundering the cemetery. 480. More? 500. Done. Let's do this one. Last one here, and then we'll call the episode. When we probably die, then you get to put in the description if you want to carry on with Hedge Knight or if you want to go for any of the other starts. I think I want to try out Beast Hunters personally. Because I think Hedge Knight's going to be very tricky. Very difficult. Very difficult. I mean, oh my god. It's just down to like raw action economy and stuff like that. Everyone wait for the first turn. Everyone just wait for the first turn. There's no point. Please tell me there's no like necromancer here as well, because that'd be really annoying. I think we have to wait the whole... Right. 5% chance to hit, 20% chance to hit, 20% chance to hit. We're still going to be waiting, I think, so we're going to end our turn. We're going to end our round. Right. You're going to skip your turn. Spear wall up. So expecting they'll... Hopefully... Yeah, but I'm hoping that the Mindless will go straight in. Right, okay, so you're going to go straight in. And you couldn't even kill a Wiederganger. Really? That's inconvenient. Very inconvenient. Good. Okay, you're still on Spear Wall, aren't you? So yeah, if you're still on Spear Wall, have it. Right. Good. Oh well, Spear Wall has failed. Spear Wall has failed me. Spear Wall. Good. That's going to be a pain, but... Right. Get in there. So if I do that, it hits you as well. Thing is, I can't... Okay, it does automatically hit 3 people, so I cannot use swing. So I think I'm just going to go for a straight big miss at 91%. That's lovely, isn't it? A straight big miss at 91%. That's what we needed right now. A miss at 91%. Good lord. That Spear Wall is doing work, though. Good. Honestly, want to keep that Spear Wall up. Right, we're going to go for a swing. Did damage, so yay. Still legend. Right, you get to do it. Meinrad, you legend. Ow. Ow. Less Spear Wall now, moving up. Getting some kills in. Very important. Very important. You're gonna charge in. Okay. Another swing. That'll do me. Hopefully they'll start getting back up again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Dead's up here. Oh good, they're gonna start coming up again. That's lovely. Are you out of ammo? Are you out of stamina? You're out of fatigue, okay. Whew! Genuinely surprised I got out of there alive, to be honest. Genuinely surprised we got out of there alive. And we got a helmet out of it as well. Nice. Back to Burkhaven. Quickly! At once! Flee! Flee back to Burkhaven! Yay! Nasty business, wasn't it? I already heard the news. It travels fast in these parts. A shame. Who? Crown's well deserved. Yeah, they lied to us. I said it was grave robbers. It wasn't grave robbers. It was the graves doing the robbing. Occupied ruins. Find its coordinates. How much money? 320. Sure, I'll take that. And do a quick check on what we require. Well, what have we acquired, first of all? Meinrad, you know, you get a helmet, because you just did fantastic work there, just pushing people back. You've got a ripped ear and low health. But I cannot afford to keep you in the back. If I can get someone else in, how much money have I actually got right now? Let's wait until... Yes. Another one of you, fair enough. There's one of you in every town, isn't there? Dawn? Yes. Right. You will hire a peddler. Erwin. Use of physical labor, you two, and you got... Okay, so we're going to grab you, Erwin. Okay, what we're going to put... Erwin is going to be in the front lines there. Hi, Erwin. Drop that off. You're going to grab that, yes, basically. You're going to stay in the back with that thing, hopefully poking over people's shoulders. You can get that. You can get that. You can get that. You can get that, and you can get that. Pick. There's a way to break armor, definitely. It's a one-handed hammer to break. It's a one-handed pick? Really? Really? Okay, well. We'll sell off. Need some. God, it's worth 95. We got. What's your job, Erwin? Nothing. Oh, we didn't get that. We didn't actually get the peddler, did we? We got the fisherman. Because we're smart like that. So we'll get the grain at least. The grain. And probably the fish as well. Right, and we shall head back to Driefelden. But let me know if you want to carry on with Hedge Knight, at which point I'll start naming people. Or are we going to start something else with, like, the... With the... What's that? Webnechts. Oh! Look like spiders to me. Some orc berserkers in a... Ooh, yeesh. So yeah, so we'll call it here, right here. We're going to call it right now. And let me, do we carry on with the Hedge Knight run? Or do we make a new run with the poachers, the... I'll tell you right now, the Hedge Knight run will probably not go on for very long. Or the poachers, or the beast hunters, which was kind of cool. Northern barbarians were interesting as well. I think Shogun was thinking about doing one of these things. So maybe he's going to do one as well. Who knows? Anyway, I'll catch you all next time, folks. See you then. Bye.